Hello everyone. Soon we will have a special program funded by the Foundation Advisory Committee. It will be followed by a letter requesting your contributions. Today, you are going to see a video highlighting the impact of the scholarship fund awarded to one of our team members. Through our earlier lives, many of us with families worked hard to raise our children and send them through college in order for them to be successful. As they became adults, we enjoyed seeing their successes. When we moved here to Waterford, we became members of a different family, certainly much larger and more diverse. Some are older and retired, but others are young, working their way to be successful in their intended careers, such as nursing, business, law, and science fields. While they are doing that, they are providing services for us in the dining room, security, health center, and so on. They are part of our family and team members now. We can assist them, some of them on their way, by awarding them scholarships through the FAC Fund to help pay for their continuing education. Those who are interested in receiving a scholarship must go through an extensive application process to prove their sincerity of capability and follow through to be considered to receive that award. In the recent past few years, we have awarded several such scholarships to people who are currently working here on campus. LaShanta Warther and Marie Charles in the Health Center, and Pro Walker in security. Right now, I'd like to share with you that video and interview with LaShanta to demonstrate the importance of our assistance to these people. I think you will find it noteworthy. Hi, my name is Marcia Henze, and I'm delighted to share some nice news with you. As a representative member of the Foundation Advisory Committee, it's important to let you know that every year, some of the money that you donate to the Foundation is used for scholarships for some of our team members. As they use the money to gain new talents and ideas, they are encouraged to use those skills when they come back here to the Waterford. To show you how important these scholarships are, we're going to present to you a former recipient who now works at the health center. And later we'll report it, have one of the new team members stop by and give you an idea of the fact that what she's going to do with it. Right. So I would like to introduce LaShanta Worthen.
Yes.
And she works in the health center on usually B and A.
Yes.
Halls.
Mainly B wing is my hall, but A wing I'm all over. I'm all over.
All right, LaShanta, how about you tell us about you and your family and how you got here?
Of course. Well, I am a single mother. I started here when I was 16. This was my first job, actually. I started in the dining room. I was a dietary aide, had no experience at all. I was a dietary aide for a few years, and then I ended up being a dietary lead manager. And so I was so intrigued about, the residents, the environment, helping, and I knew I always wanted to be in some form of healthcare where I'm caring for someone. So I saw the nurses and I saw what they were, and I needed to be a part of that. I did. So again, I was young when I started out to go to school. I believe I was 20 years old. Yeah, and I couldn't afford it. I could not afford it. I was working part-time, but I had my place. At that time, I had my son. He was 2 years old at the time, and I needed help. I needed a lot of help. I needed help with school, so I had to come to the conclusion, okay, do I not go to school because I can't afford it? Or, do I, give my child to my mom and let her carry that burden and work to pay for school? And then they came up with the grant. There was a grant that, Life Space, where the residents actually was so generous.
It's a water from the water
for yes.
Life Space,
Right.
that it was the water for the foundation.
Yeah, it was the water for it. Yes, the first one, it was the water for it, and I was able to get help paying for my school every semester for both semesters, and I started out going for my licensed practical nurse. So they helped me, and not only did they help pay for for those classes, and at that time, oh my goodness, that went so long because I was gonna have to drop out. I was gonna have to drop out of school because I couldn't afford it. The burden on my mom, she was going through so much at the time, so I just couldn't ask her to help me pay for school. I was working here. I had my own place at the time. I was young.
Yeah. That's a big load. That's a big load. Been there, done that. But
exactly. We've talked about it many times. We've talked about it. So the fact that I had that opportunity where, I'm in this workplace and they are willing and want to see me succeed and want to see me further my education and want to help me and put me in a position where I can continue my education and be comfortable and still come to work and still be able to pay my bills working here. That went so far for me. That lifted a huge burden. A huge burden. I was able to focus. I ended up graduating.
Did they help you all the way through?
All the way through. All the way through. They followed me and asked me, how are you doing in class? Is there anything else that I can help you with? Transportation, just anything. And that goes a long way, even for me, with where I come from, with my circumstances that I was in. I was a young girl, single parent, trying to do everything the right way by myself, but I had help from a family that wasn't my blood. The Waterford, that's my family. They helped me and they took me in their arms, and I was able to get my licensed practical nurse, my license, and I was able to work the floor. After that, I graduated in 2016. I did. So I've had my license, my nursing license in 2016. I've worked here ever since then, and I continue even now. I'm in school now for my registered nurse. So, even, and I'm struggling now, still. Yeah. And I now have two kids. I'm still a single mother with 2 children. So having that asset, having that, support, that assistance, all of that, having that, it helps. It goes a long way because for someone that really can't afford, even financial aid, I couldn't, and also for others, in my shoes, that gives them hope, that gives them the opportunity. And I was able, my boys were able to see, okay, mom can work, she's at this job, and they want to see her do good. They want to help her, and they are. Oh my goodness, for them to see that.
How old are they now?
12 and 7. Oh yes,
almost teenagers.
Oh my goodness, yes they are, and they know the help that Waterford has done. They know my journey. Waterford watched me grow from 16 to now I'll be 34 next month. So they watched me, and I've been here, my only job. I've been here going on 17 years, and I continue to, go because of the environment. How they embrace you. The encouragement. They're very encouraging. Also. It's not even only about the money. It is about the money because, trust me, it helps tremendously, and I can't thank them enough for helping me to reach my goals, to reach my dreams, to get to this point, because, you know, I couldn't have done it if I didn't have that financial assistance.
Where did you go to school?
I went to school in Cambridge. It's a private school, Cambridge Institute in Delray. That's where I got my licensed practical nurse. And right now I am going to ANHO is what we call it, Academy for Nursing and Health Occupation. That's where I am now. And still going to and it's a challenge. It is a challenge, but it's well worth it. It's well worth it.
Well, it increases a salary and gives you a different level of, yes.
Yes, and, you know, it just, future. I'm just, you know, thinking about the future. It does help set my children for the future, myself for the future. And not only that, I just been in this environment. I can't see myself anywhere else, you know, doing this. This is where I grew up. This is my home. This is my domain. So, and I continue to be here. I love the residents. I met Mrs. Haas and fell in love of her recovery and her story. You know, also with me talking, I remember I was talking to you before, and I was saying that, you know, you found out that I started from the kitchen, and I did use the multiple times I had to use the financial assistance because I needed it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was saying that, you know, I was single. It was scary. It was hard, but it was well worth it because I had that support from the Waterford. I did. I had so much support.
That's nice to hear.
Yes, and it goes such a long way, you know, for anyone, you know, that isn't able to, you know, go further, that has to drop out because, you know, it's expensive, you know. Well,
and I understand from previous times when we've talked that they worked around your schooling with scheduling.
They did. They did. They really want, and that's what I mean. They really wanted me to succeed.
You do a good job.
Oh yes, and I am so grateful, and I am so honored to even be a recipient. Yeah, I am. I'm so honored to be a recipient, and I even, you know, if it comes a point where, you know, they do start it back, you guys are able to, you know, there's so many, even now, CNAs that want to go back, but they can't for that reason. You know,
yes.
they need that assistance,
they
you know,
to do.
Of course.
Right.
And I explained to them, you know, what they asked, how did you do it? How did you get through it? And I said, you know, what? They helped me. They helped me, you know, they helped me with the financial
good PR for us.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So I am so grateful because of them, I'm able to get to this point where I am now and continue.
So obviously you had a good education also along the way.
Oh yes.
One of her strengths is being such an understanding and good nurse.
Thank you.
I was here a month, so it was really, I had depended on her. I looked forward to the days that she was here because her bright smile when she came in and was always careful. We formed a team as we talked about.
Oh yes, we did. We were a trio, right? A duo trio. Yes, we were, and very honored, very, very honored to even be in a position to care for you. You know, because
it was fun.
It
made it possible for me to stand there. Let's put it that way.
And look at you. And look at you.
Back
oh my goodness. Well, yes.
Thank you very much.
I'm so honored for this, and I appreciate you guys even taking the time out to talk to me. And,
thank you for taking time to come in and talk with us so we could share it with the residents.
Anytime. Thank you.
Hi everyone. I hope the video helps you understand how important your assistance is. I also hope it will inspire you to make a generous contribution to the FAC Scholarship Fund as described in the letter you will receive from me, the chair of the committee, in the next few days. We look forward to your support. Thank you.